just moved away for about 15 years, and about 15 years I moved back. So I'm based here in Shelby County. I think I'm about 9 miles away from Hits 105.5 here, so it's cool to be in and talk with you guys.
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm super excited that you're here today. I know that you had a new album come out, Newport, in August.
Yes, ma'am. Newport News. This is an album that we started working on, back in 2018, and just with COVID and a long list of things, kind of pushed back the release date. But we were excited to release it in August, and we just got the vinyl. Got the vinyl in here in December, and we'll be having a release party February 24th at Route 33 Rhythm and Blues in Walpock. So we're excited to get the whole crew together and play these tunes for everybody.
When is the release party again?
February 24th.
February 24th. What time is it?
Doors open at 4, and we have the awesome Harold Hensley from Germantown will be opening up the show, and he'll be playing about 45-minute set, and then we'll go on at 8 and play anywhere from 2 to 2.5 hours.
Okay. That's a lot of music and a lot of fun.
Yes, we're looking forward to it. We'll be having our fiddle player, Colin Murphy from Ypsilanti, Michigan, will be coming down, and it's always great to play with him. Him and I have been playing music now for 25 years, and he was the producer of my first 3 albums, and so whenever we get a chance to bring him in, and that's always a treat for sure.
A fiddle player.
Oh, yeah.
That is so cool. And so we're about to listen to your song, We're All Right. And what inspired We're All Right?
That song, oh gosh, that's a good question. Kind of, I'm trying to remember, it's been so long. Just kind of having this, maybe a little frustration of, people having that mindset of it, it is what it is, or, it's kind of just a play on words there, that keep your mouth shut, because we're all right,
Yeah.
There's no reason to change, and so a little of sarcasm a little in there, but that's where that all came about. And I was listening to a lot of Steve Earle at the time, so it's got a little Steve Earle, 1986 vibe coming off as well.
That's awesome. All right, so we will be right back. We're going to listen to We're All Right by Mark Cantwil here on Hits 105.5. So, can you tell me how you got into music? I like the story, so I want you to share.
Yeah, sure thing. I've been, I'm going to age myself here, but I've been, playing and performing and writing for about 4 years now. And my mother and father, they weren't musicians, but they loved music. Like I said, they were kids of the 50s. They were teenagers of the 60s. They were young adults of the 70s. So I was getting hit with like Motown. I was getting hit with folk. I was getting hit with acid rock. I was getting hit with all this great music, the British invasion. And then I had a brother and sister who were 6 and 7 years older than me. So, of course, I'm getting hit with all their music. And I was just a sponge, man. I couldn't get enough of it. And my parents would always have a rule, like if we were taking a road trip or going on vacation, half hour of their music or their radio station and then a half hour of ours. And I didn't care because I loved it all, man. I just, and of course my grandparents were really rooted into country. And so when my brother, he was really into like drama and choir. And of course, so I kind of followed that route as well. And then junior high, I got a guitar, and the rest is history right there. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. And so you have the release party that is, where did you say that was again?
That is at Route 33, Rhythm and Brews, and Walpock. And Terry and Ron Leininger are the owners, and they've had, if you haven't been to this place, check it out. It's been around for 26 years. It's like an old-style roadhouse, and this place has had so much, at this point, it's historical in mind of all the acts they've had come through that place. So it's we're excited to be having the release show there, and we still have tickets available. So if anybody is interested, we'd love to see you. Get a hold of either myself or get a hold of Rhythm and Brews.
Okay, do they have a website? How do you get tickets from them?
Yes, this website I have, I believe it's Route33rhythmblues.com. I know it is on my page, and I can go ahead and I can send that to you.
We're going to tag that on our Facebook.
Okay,
we'll have that on the Facebook, so if anybody wants to check it out, we can put those links on there. And then what other upcoming gigs do you have?
Well, there's a couple, I know with around the area. I also have a cover project called Act 3. We're going to be playing at E&R's here next Friday. And I know for the original band, we're excited here, and hopefully into March, April, to get back in the studio and start working on album number 5. So no rest for the wicked, right?
Yeah. No, that's awesome. Who else do you play with?
Yeah, so for the original project, we go under Mark Cantwil and the Punch Drunk Heroes. We got Mike Gross on drums, Brad Mullins on the guitar, and Greg Toller on rhythm guitar. We got Gerald Bornhorst on keys, organ, and piano, and myself on bass and lead vocals. That's the Punch Drunk Heroes. And then Act 3, we also have Mike Gross plays drums in that group as well. Greg Toller plays the guitarist, singer in that project, and then we have John Rayleigh on guitar and vocals as well. So,
do you have any time to yourself, or is it just music?
Oh, I stay busy, yes, but I also have a 15-and-a-half-year-old boy who, so he keeps my wife and I busy as well. So everything kind of revolves around him right now, which is great, because it still blows my mind that he's just got his permit. He's driving, and so that's
scary.
Yes,
isn't it?
Yes, yeah. Just it hasn't even been a week yet. I think it'll be a week tomorrow that he's had his permit, but he's doing good. So,
good. Well, that was like the worst time to get your permit because it was so cold and snowy.
Yes, yeah.
That makes sense.
But he's excited. We're nervous, and he's excited. So.
Okay. Well, we're gonna listen to your song "Wouldn't Change a Thing."
Yeah.
What is it about?
This one is, as a songwriter, everybody thinks that everything you write is biographical. And a lot of times you gotta, sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. On this one, there's a lot of biographical, from the first verse, got into a barroom fight, some time ago, not one of my proudest moments. So, the song is about, this road, this journey of life, you get your ups and downs, but at the end of the day, you find yourself in a place where you're good with the past, who you are, and you're comfortable in your own skin. It's like I wouldn't change a thing, it's kind of a journey, and we all have ups and downs, and that's kind of what the song's about. And also too, this is kind of my, I would lump my music into kind of Americana. I'm not necessarily rock, country, or blues, or pop, or folk, but I think my music's all that, kind of blended together. And this one definitely, to me, is more straight ahead country. I could see like Brad Paisley kind of style, something like yeah.
Well, let's listen to "Wouldn't Change a Thing" by Mark Cantwil. We'll be back right after this.
We perform, and that's but no, I've always been. This one is about just a story about. I was watching some documentaries, and decided to write this song. So that's where it came from.
That's awesome. Well, I'm super excited about this song, and just to let everybody hear it. I'm glad you were on the show with me today. I super appreciate you coming in.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and so again, if you want to check out Mark, you can check out our Facebook. I'm going to post that as soon as we're done with our interview today. Awesome. And so people can find you and enjoy your music.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah. Appreciate it.
Well, thank you for being on the show again.
Oh, thank you.
All right, this is Mark Cantwil, and this is his song, "The Prize Fighter." And this is Hits 105.5.